when you plan a mock or when you want to write a mock, it's important to classify questions into different categories. It helps you to plan a strategy for the paper for the mock. So let's try to understand how you classify questions in an MBA CET mock. So first, classifications. Okay, normally what happens in an examination of 2.5 hours for CET, there is always phases in the examination where you're tired, you cannot solve. So identify questions which you can solve even when you're tired. For example, I'm strong at maths, I'm good at maths, so I can solve maths question even when I'm tired. So that means I'll identify a time in the exam where I'm tired and I'll put those questions to solve during my tired phase. Normally the tired phase is somewhere after 1.5 or 2 hours. So 1.5 hours to 2 hours, between that time people normally get tired, fatigued because of writing the paper and thinking too much. And then they slow down. At that point of time, it is important to look at those questions where you can solve, okay, when you're tired. Similarly, at the end of the paper, some people, are quite motivated in the end or some tired in the end. See what you can put in the end when you're solving or in the start. Some people are slow starters and fast starters. So based on which questions you can solve best, you can classify. Important to experiment to see what works, what doesn't work. I'll come up with a video where I'll tell you how I plan my strategy in the examination, which I'll come across later. Then classification 2, okay, whose accuracy, there are some questions where even if I go very fast, the accuracy doesn't change. For me, in case it's verbal, I solve very fast or I go slow in verbal, accuracy doesn't change. This could be normally verbal, it could be abstract. Normally it is not maths. Maths and logic people, accuracy changes based on the speed. But at least in verbal and abstract, accuracy does not change. Try it out. Take a few questions, go fast and see how is the accuracy. Go slow in the same question, see how is the accuracy. If your accuracy changes a lot, then it makes sense to go slow. If your accuracy does not change a lot, then it makes sense to go fast and save your time. Here you analyze the speed versus accuracy. This is again you experiment and find out in which area where you go fast, your accuracy does not change. Okay. Normally, as I said, the case is verbal and abstract. Abstract, if you have the right strategy, it will help you save time. Third, there are some questions where you're likely to get stuck. Normally in logic questions, abstract questions like number series, people tend to get stuck because of the ego issue and saying that, oh, let me try to solve it, which you feel easy. Recommended that you identify those questions, learn to leave those questions quickly. Okay, because I've known people, they started with a puzzle, they found out, okay, puzzle is very easy, they tried to solve it, not getting the answer. End up they're wasting 10 minutes on the puzzle and didn't get the answer because there's some error in the question in the actual exam. But that is a waste of time. You should learn to leave questions which you find time consuming and move to next questions, because understand time becomes extremely important in CET. Next is marks per minute. Again, you classify based on how much time you take and how much accuracy marks you get for each type of questions, and identify marks per minute. Okay, so normally high accuracy, low time will have the highest marks per minute, right? Low accuracy, high time will have lowest marks per minute. You can actually make a table and say classify as high accuracy, low accuracy, less time, more time. Focus on these questions which takes high accuracy and less time, and avoid these questions which takes low accuracy and more time. That's how you plan and identify the questions. Right? I hope this helps. We'll come up with more videos to help you with regards to strategy of the paper. But first step for strategy is always classification of questions. Learn to classify questions, and that should help you. All the best.